Notorious inmate hopper, meaning she's dating men in prison?
Welcome to her lore. Ashley Garcia, aka Ash Trevino, was born January 17th, 1989. At 12 years old, she fell in love with Israel Gross, whom she married in 2008.
Stop. Let's just pretend we're starting new. I'm gonna greet you guys all again because that just threw me off. 12 years? Hello everybody. Welcome back to the Talk Podcast. Today a bit of a crazy story, I guess. What? So, I mean, falling in love with 12 years, we hear that it happens, right? You have this, you have a crush on someone, your classmate, your playground buddy, whatever, and it's all just really playful. But no one is seriously falling in love and really actually getting married to someone with 12. Where were your parents?
When she was only 19 years old. This is a photo of them at their prom. OMG, found this pic from prom of 2006. My high school sweetheart, but now soon to be ex husband. I will always care about him, and he don't
I thought it's a lesbian couple. I'm so sorry.
even know that. What he also don't know is she was extremely jealous of their first daughter, Haley, who they had a year after they got married in 2009. Because Israel showed their daughter more affection, and that ticked Ashley off.
I was young when I raised her. My mom was her mom.
Mm.
And I used to like I don't even want to say this online.
Wait, so this caption reads, admits to being abusive towards her daughter, all because she thought her man liked her more than, good. I don't know what that means.
Because of how I used to treat her. But when she would make me mad, like she would take off running and I would just like yank her by the hair and like pull her. And she would be like, "Mom, what are you doing?" But she was like little. And I didn't know that that was like not the way to treat your daughter, you know? And so like my poor baby, she used to like I used to do that with her because I used to be so mad at her like, "What are you doing?" you know? And so I would like pull her by the
Yeah,
hair.
you were young. You were young too, no?
I was a young mom raising her, and she still loves me till this day. And so now, whenever I think about it, I'm like, bro, like I treated her like crap, and she still loves me, and she still makes videos. If you see her videos, they're like, my mom is the best mom, or like,
Yeah, she posted one today of you guys in the car together.
yeah. And then she's like, this is how I see my mom, and this is how y'all see my mom. Like my baby still sees me.
Yeah, because as a child, and she's dependent on you, and she's seeking your love because you're the only person naturally she would trust and want to have love from, right? That is so mind blowing. I get it. 19 is young, but we're not going to sit here and pretend that 19 is just senseless. There's so many 19-year-olds who can differentiate good from bad, right from wrong. This is just bad. And even worse, like, don't get me wrong, if people, reflect on their past and their wrongdoings and they try to, set a message out there for people to learn or for them to become better, I can agree to that. I can agree to that, even though I'm not too much of the exposure, but I can agree to that, right? A better way to do it is you seek therapy with your daughter or something like that, or you keep these topics within the family. But if that was the intention, why not? But to me, it seems like this woman is enjoying it, reliving this past, how she used to treat her daughter so bad, and getting attention and making profit off of it.
As like her mom that she, like, and little does she know that I used to literally like treat her worse than what I treated Evie because Evie was always my baby. And Haley
But I
was
think, like, as Latinas, as
You ain't about to put that on Latinas. She just was a trashy individual. It doesn't matter if you're a young mom or not. You know good and well you shouldn't be pulling your daughter by her hair. And there's no excuse for her behavior. Thank goodness your mother stepped in to raise her because you obviously do not need any type of kid. She trifling. And CPS need to be called. Talking about, oh, she still loves me. She doesn't even remember the horrible things I used to do to her because I was mad. But in reality, you wasn't just mad, you was jealous.
Haley literally has been through like the bottom of her life. Like, I'm telling you, whenever we lived with her dad, I used to pull her by the hair because I was so mad at her. Like, I feel like he loved her more than he loved me, and so like I took my anger out on her. And she doesn't even like hate me for that. Like, she doesn't even remember that.
You need to go seek help. It's
Thank God she doesn't remember that. And people will not believe this, what we're hearing right now. But unfortunately, this happens. And it's sad. There are women out there who are jealous of their own children. There are moms out there who dislike their daughters, having some weird delusions in their mind, or some even pushing, creating such kind of tension within the household so they can, feed off these ideas that they have and treat their daughters badly. That is happening.
a different type of love that you have for your child compared to the love that you have for your spouse or your significant other. People that have healthy self-esteems and common sense understand that. And the fact that she was willing to hurt her daughter because her father loved her says a lot about her as a person. And she's someone you need to watch.
I'm from Texas. I'm can't say single mom anymore, but I'm a mom of two girls. Um, I am currently in my car at work waiting to go in, but I just wanted to get on here and tell you a little bit about myself. So, like I said, I'm not a single mom anymore. I am engaged to be married soon, hopefully soon.
Is it just me? I mean, obviously, I'm not really in any kind of good mood towards this person. A person learning that she's hurting her kids, even though that was in the past, it doesn't sit right with me. But does she always seem like she doesn't shower? Like just somewhat filthy looking? Is it just me? I'm so sorry to say. Like, what is going on? Do you spend so much time on TikTok that you're not really brushing your hair, taking care of yourself? There's something about the appearance that just looks, ugh.
In the next couple weeks, maybe, or month, to my fiance who is incarcerated. I've known him for about 13 years, and we backstory is we couldn't be together back then because we both had our own lives. He is
My question is why, and then from that 13 years, how much of the time did you guys spend together? Like if he's been in there, how long has he been in there? Why is he in there? Why him? Why not anyone else?
younger than me, though, so that was a little bit of the situation. But I was also with my kid's dad, so you know, um, well, also, I've known his family for years, and
This how you know somebody lying. She can't get her thoughts.
I was just about to say, uh, like brutally honest is really honest. I was just about to say, it sounds weird the story. Like if you need to draw out a simple fact, like how long, how many years, and you're like years, I already know something is wrong.
Straight. She just saying, ooh, stop lying. He been in jail since he was 15 years old. Of course y'all couldn't have been together because he was locked up. Then on top of that, yeah, age played a huge part because he was 15. You 6 years older than him, 21. We had our own situations. What's it?
A 15-year-old? I didn't even ask because I was like, when she said younger than me, I was thinking, okay, she's talking about, whatever age she is right now, 27, 28 or older, and he's going to be like 1 or 2 years younger, but like a 15-year-old? And back then, when you met him, he was 15, and you're like 6 years apart, and you have kids, and like, what is going on with you?
They were really good family friends of ours.
Mm.
And this year, me and him reconnected again. And one thing led to another. We were writing letters back and forth, just seeing how each other were. I started the conversation. I'm the one that wrote him first. And, when he replied, I was so happy. I couldn't wait. I hadn't heard from him in 9 years. We lost contact for 9 years. And,
This man is incarcerated. This person is in prison. You're talking like, I had no contact with him at night. Like he moved to another city and just you guys didn't have contact because of that, or he. What are you talking about?
Thank God, because you don't need to be around no prisoner.
he's been in there for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, yeah, we lost contact, but whenever I reconnected back with him, it was like we never lost contact. So, if that makes sense, but
No, it
um,
doesn't. It does not make sense at all.
yeah, so we were like, writing each other, telling each other how we felt, and then I finally just had to give it to him and was just like, I like you. I I really like you. I don't want to lose contact anymore. And so, we started chit chatting a little more. Then, the phone calls started coming, visitations started coming. And now we're happy. We're together. We're engaged. Um, Soon to be married, like I said. I call him my husband though because
You delusional. You couldn't have met nobody that was free that you like. I don't get the appeal of somebody behind bars. It's a whole bunch of free bums out here that you gotta support that can give you DNIs. You want somebody that can only give you a call and whisper sweet lies into your ear, because that's all he whispering. Because when he got out, if he ever get out, he wasn't about to be with you. Oh man, are you being negative? No, I'm not, because he have not had his freedom. That stuff changed.
Even if she was to be negative right now, this is like, be negative. If this is negative, then be negative, because someone needs to tell her the truth.
Changes you. They get out and they want to experience life. They don't want to be cooped up in no relationship. You better go watch Love After Lockup, how them clowns be acting.
he's not my fiance. He's my husband. We are going to get married. And,
No, he not.
you know,
He your fiance.
I'm his wife and he calls me his wife in there.
Bouncy.
Mm-hmm.
So, it does, it's sad because I can't be with him like I want. Um, he is about 3 hours away from me. So, I try to go see him every weekend. I do. I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I will head to go visit him. So I will take y'all along as the videos come for visitations as well. And then I will also, tell y'all more details on everything once.
I don't know. Right now, I'm just thinking maybe she's just creating all of this to have something to talk about on TikTok, right? And I'm not even making this up. Like, okay, yes, I am making this up, but what else? Because nowadays everyone is going so crazy, and maybe she's reached a point where she's like, what can I do next to actually go viral to keep it up? So she came up with this, because otherwise it doesn't make sense, right? Like, this must be a whole made up story.
I start uploading a little more. I just wanted y'all to basically get to know who I was. Um, like I said, I have two little girls and they are my world, and he accepts them, which is really good. And I know a lot of people have, their opinions about it. You shouldn't bring your kids. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. But you know what? If I didn't think he was good, trust me, I wouldn't have my kids around that.
I can't do this.